Okay, so I finished stitching my button flap on, so now it's attached. Now for the last step, we're going to lay the two panels together and sew them together. So I'm going to lay this panel like this, and this panel right sides together. So you want to make and match the edges. You want to make sure the zipper panel is on the same side as your snap. So here's my snap and the zipper panel. They're on the same side. And I'm going to sew a 3/8 seam allowance all around, but I'm going to leave a 4-inch opening at the top here so I can turn it right side out. So it should match up. You just lay this panel piece, your interior piece that you finished, right side up, and your button flap piece right side down, in it, leaving a 4-inch, or use your clips if it's too thick. Now we're going to do a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance all around. So three-eighths is a little more than a 1/4 inch. I might sew more like a 1/2 inch. I'm not really a 3/8 of an inch person. I'm more of a 1/2 inch person. So just somewhere a healthy 3/8 is what I recommend. Because you don't want to have any of the basting stitches showing. So that's why I'm saying go ahead and make it a healthy 3/8. So my opening is here at the top. I'm not going to sew that shut because I want to use that to turn it out. So now I'm ready to do my stitching. I'm going to start here, stitch all the way around on the machine with my walking foot, quilting foot, and then I will return. So I'm back and I finished sewing the two pieces together, our interior piece and the final exterior piece with the 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. I left a 4-inch opening so we could turn it right side out. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to turn it first. I'm going to iron the seam allowances open. I'm just going to give it a little press right here all the way around, and then I'm going to trim the corners a little bit, and I'm going to trim the seam allowance a little bit. You can if you want. It's not necessary, you know, it's up to you. And then I'm going to turn it right side out, and I will come back. All right, so I finished sewing the two exterior pieces together, and now I pressed the seam allowances open, turned it right side out, and so now it's starting to, it looks like a wallet, but we still have this final little step. We need to sew the hole closed right here. So I just ironed my seam allowances. I folded them in and pressed, and now I'm just going to stitch just this top edge right here. I'm going to top stitch like 1/8 of an inch right across, maybe a quarter, either 1/8 or 1/4, because you want to just catch that seam allowance in there and close up that hole. Because when you open this up, this is your bill fold in here. It's all nice and clean and lined. And you have your card pockets and your zipper pocket. You even have these pockets. So I'm going to go finish that right now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished sewing up my hole here with that top stitch. And so now I have this nice bill fold opening. Everything's lined, my card pockets, my zipper. And if I want to close it up and snap it shut, I have this cute little wallet. to take that I made myself. So I hope you enjoyed this video and this class, and I'll see you in the next sewing club.